starting to get late already. When I got back from lunch, Natalie was out here working in her office, and I had to wait another 2 hours to get in here, so it's getting kind of late. Alright, running into problems. This one right here is at 71 and a half. 71 and a half comes to right about here. So if we attached a box to this stud, we would only be a ½ inch off. The other one comes right in the middle here. And if we move this one over to the stud, we would have 2 boxes with fairly close spacing. I'm wondering if we should just put a quad box here. Either that or this one here can be an old work box, one that's just into the drywall. No mounting, just it hangs off the drywall. I'll show you how I do that. But then that would just be wire coming down, and the wire would have to be long enough to come through the drywall, and then after we drywall, I would lay that out, cut the hole, and put a box in there. I should probably, now Natalie's at work, so if I wait to ask her, won't be able to do anything until tomorrow. Well, I can drill the holes and start pulling wire. I also had a question as to whether she added this shelf kind of at the last minute. So now, if she has anything powered on the shelf, is she going to want an outlet like right in the middle? And then we have another outlet right here in the middle, which I did not measure for yet. Hopefully that lies on a stud. This one has to be pretty much exactly right on this center line, because this lamp is going to have a cord that goes over a pulley and another pulley, and then it plugs in, and it all has to line up. Yeah, this is the center line of these 2 cabinets. Yeah, so if this one was way the heck over here, yeah, and the other stud is right here, and that's getting way too close to the stove. Problems. All right, this one is fairly easy. Oh, and I have 2 down here. I have another outlet outside, so I have to wire for that as well. So let me get this one figured out, and then we'll start drilling some holes. Okay, it's the next day. I talked with Natalie last night. We're going to get rid of the 2 boxes here and make a single quad there. So I'm going to have to run 2 20-amp circuits over to that box. I think I did this off camera last night, but I have 1 circuit coming over, and that goes to the light right here, and another one that goes to the microwave over there. I'm almost positive that that's close enough to the exact spot it needs to be. The center between those cabinets is what was marked, and I believe going to that stud was within like a ½ inch of it, and that's going to work out just fine. You're never going to be able to tell if that light is just a little bit off center here. So I'll double check that, but I think that's fine. So I have 2 circuits to run to here and 1 to run to there. I cannot do the water. The water is a bit more complicated than I was thinking. It's going to have to be ½ inch PEX, and I need a couple fittings, and I'm going to have to splice into a 3/4 inch line that goes that way and through the wall. In order to get these walls finished to get the drywall on them, I'm going to have everything that needs to be in the wall, and have these insulated and have the drywall on them. So the line that goes over into the next addition has to be in place. That is really complicated. I should have brought that drawing over here. But we have 3 filters, a water heater, we have lines going outside, we have electricity going outside, we have electricity coming over for the water heater, we have a drain that's going to be connected to that 4-inch sleeve that the water comes up in, and then there's disconnect valves so that you can take everything apart and drain the unit. If there's nobody in here, we're not going to heat this place, so we need to be able to drain the water system. So really complicated stuff, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'll do a whole separate video on running the plumbing. So today we're going to run the 2 lines here, the 2 lines there, get everything stapled down and into the boxes, and that should do it with the wiring on the south wall. Then right away, the next video after that, I'll have to start on the plumbing, at least start on it. I have to figure it all out first, and then I'll start on it and get it over to this side somewhere. We'll see on that, but we'll finish up the electrical today, except we're going to have to run the lines long like this. I'm not going to turn off the electricity and wire up these breakers with this kind of heat. I'm going to have to wait 3-4 days till it cools down. Then we'll get all that stuff wired up. I'll probably do all of that at the same time as we do the wiring on this wall, the outlet wiring on this wall. There's some other stuff like I was talking about before. This is going to be a real complicated deal in here as we move over into this wall, but should be pretty interesting. Okay, let's start running some wire. Okay, it's getting kind of dark again, so I'm going to wrap it up again, and that'll be the end of this video. I'm going to pull all this stuff into the box and get it hooked up to breakers when I get working on this side. I believe I said that already, but I don't have enough breakers anyway, so I'll do that in a different video. Well, actually, that probably won't even be in a video. I'm going to get back to you when we start doing this water. That's going to be kind of interesting. I'm going to come through here, up and along the side of this, and I'm going to have to see if they have a 45-degree fitting, because if I bend this, it's going to be getting really close to the outside, and I don't want that. At the top, I can bend it there, and then it would take another one of those fittings right here, if they make them. If they don't, it is what it is. Yeah, I got to take out this insulation just to drill. Well, actually, I'll be cutting the outside and placing the pipe right on the inside of the wall and covering it with metal wherever it goes through a stud to keep it away from the cold on the outside. I don't want to be going through the middle of a stud. It might get a little bit too cold there. Yeah, we have some interesting stuff coming up in here. So if you want to see any of those videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.